Welcome to English 1110. I wanted to go over a handful of things. I wanted to look at our classroom in general, where I put all the frequently asked questions and tips and tricks I want you to explore, and also participate in helping me find more ideas that you want to explore. I want to show you how I do a calendar and a schedule so that you have everything about class at the tip of your fingers. And I want to look at how assignments build into each other. So when you open our class, you're most likely going to see a page like this. I am trying to work on announcements so that you can get a quick overview every single week. I also have a welcome page here with a video introducing myself and what I hope we accomplish in class. So I want that to be your starting spot. And then I want you to be heading over to modules over here on the left, if we have this bar open, because the first one is going to be FAQ. So first, questions. I love questions because they help me see what I'm missing or what I can expand or how I can better explain information. I never see a bad grade as a place of, oh, the student just didn't try or the student failed in some way. I see that as a space of miscommunication. I haven't been clear enough. I haven't supported you enough. I want to be your teammate in that space. So this is a great place for questions. I also am trying to include things here that students have brought up. So I'm going to click on this one, the note-taking tips. They are different tips that I've shared in various spaces, but I put them all together here. But it was inspired by a student who created a really cool template to get going on note-taking. And so I thought, it's what I strive for all of you to show you that, yes, there are tips and ideas. Like you can look at Cornell note-taking. It's a specific style, and you can click on that and explore what that system looks like. But at the end of the day, I hope that you'll look at all the different systems and say, what helps me? Like what personally really works for me? Like annotated bibliographies, that's what works best for me. That doesn't mean it works best for every single other person. And so when I saw this template a student created, I was super excited to see someone say, okay, well, there are parts of all of these that are useful to me, but this is what makes sense for me personally. And I hope that you will take inspiration from that. I also try to give you samples so that you're not just hearing me say, oh, well, I do annotated bibliographies. You know, I do that every time when I'm reading and researching. Well, yes, I do, and this is what it could look like. This is a page from a sample of mine, and also a page from how I mark a text with a pencil when I'm reading a physical one. So I try to show you all of those ideas so you can really see what it would actually look like, and hopefully you will take inspiration from that space. I also love to have course files here because I personally love a calendar, and I like things like this course shell, which is going to show you, hopefully, every assignment in class in a document. So if we click on that, as I build the class, I am also copy pasting it into a spreadsheet, and then I made a PDF for you out of that. But that way, if you are offline, you can download this, and then you have all of that space to explore all of the assignments. So it's not as neat and tidy as the assignments themselves, but it does give you a good sort of frame of reference. The other thing I wanted to show is the assignments calendar. So I'm going to bring my other copy over here. I like to do it two ways. I personally love a good list, but I also like to see it in calendar form. So the calendar form is below, and then the list of assignments is above. That leads to how assignments build upon each other for class. When I'm thinking about an assignment, I want it to support the next assignment. I want you to approach your paper and feel like, oh, well, I can write this paper because I've already done all of these parts. I've had all this support and feedback and discussion, so that when I actually write it, when I get to that final stage of, oh, I'm turning in a draft, you have all kinds of supports within it. So here you can see I have each unit labeled. We have 3 different essays, and we have 6 weeks for Unit 1. We have 4 weeks for Unit 2 and 5 weeks for Unit 3. So each part you're going to be building on what you've learned in the previous unit, but you're also going to be using all of those resources around it. So for instance, Unit 1 essay, we are writing a personal narrative. I chose that particular topic because obviously who knows you best? You do. And that gives us a space within that paper where we're learning formatting and quoting, and we're learning all of these things. But at the end of the day, you're writing about you, hopefully someone you feel really confident about writing about. So when we're in here, I have 3 separate examples. So Matt De La Pena, David Sedaris, and Judith Ortiz-Cofer. These are all sample short essays or excerpts of essays and short stories of epiphanies these particular people have had. And so as they show us what a personal narrative could look like, what sharing an epiphany could look like, we are practicing note-taking, we're practicing quoting, we are practicing the thesis statements and looking at how they do that as well. And at the end of the day, we too are writing a personal narrative essay. So we are building, building, building. And hopefully things like our 3-step quotation that we practice, that actually goes directly into our paper. Or here in Unit 1, Week 3, where we're working on a thesis statement. We're exploring that idea in the context of what could it actually look like in my paper. So by the time you get there, you should feel confident and ready to go. And then Unit 2 is a little bit shorter, but I'm taking some of the guesswork out of it. We are going to shift from writing a personal narrative to writing about literature, and we are looking at the short story Hills Like White Elephants. We're going to have some quizzes on it. All of the quizzes are designed to help you practice reading. So we're looking at it saying, what should I hopefully have gotten out of this story? If I look back at my notes, what would I have taken a note about? What would I have highlighted in this particular story? And so the quizzes are designed in that space. They're not so designed to catch you out as, oh, did you read it? As much as they are saying, hey, like if we're reading this, how do we get the most out of that? How do we make that a firm, solid practice? And you are using outside sources in it, but I'm also giving you 4 examples, and you can pick from any of those. You're also allowed to go find your own outside source, but I'm also hoping to sort of take some of the guesswork out of it to help you with that process, since we have 4 weeks to do it in. And then our final essay for Unit 3, we have 5 weeks, and we are again narrowing and framing that topic. We're looking at outside resources, and in this one you get a little more space. So that first one, I'm looking at you, talking about your personal experience. The second one, I'm giving you the story, and I'm giving you quite a few of the resources to explore it. But in the end, you get to pick a topic of interest to you. I give you a couple of small parameters, and then I want you to head out there and explore so that when you finish our class, you feel really confident and excited about any kind of paper you could write in a future course. So all of these assignments are not designed to just be there. We're just doing it to be busy. We are practicing these theories and concepts that are going to work their way into our essays. So each one of them matters, and I hope I'll see you out there working on them, and I hope that you'll give me feedback on my feedback so that I'm giving you everything you need to feel successful and ready to go.